90 seconds is all I need, baby. What's up, everybody? Skylar Deem here, founder of Reach Fat Loss and Fitness, where our goal is to help you lose weight and keep it off without the sucky dieting, without spending all your time logging numbers, and without torturous cardio. What we're about to cover in today's video, as well as all the other videos we put out, has helped clients of ours drop weight, build muscle, and ditch the yo-yo dieting for good. And so if you are not subscribed to the channel, number one, most importantly, what are you doing? What are you doing? We are building some amazing things here. We are getting some amazing results. And so make sure you are tuned in. Hit that bell icon to be notified when we release new videos. But by the end of this video, you are going to have a simple and straightforward fat loss routine using a kettlebell. Now, to clarify before we get into it, if you use this routine, you will most likely notice some level of fat loss. Now, that is not saying weight loss, right? Fat loss and weight loss is a very big distinction. Weight loss is the number on the scale goes down. Fat loss is you're losing body fat. As you lose body fat, you can build muscle, you can retain more water, you can do all these things that don't allow that scale to reflect the fat loss. And so if you are worried about looking better, feeling better, being healthier, I would prioritize focusing on fat loss over weight loss. But with that being said, it's a very simple strategy, and all you are doing is before meals and after meals, you are swinging a kettlebell for 60 to 90 seconds. Now, there's a couple stipulations here, so a few things to be aware of. Number one, first and foremost, before the meal, just do it right before. It doesn't have to be an hour before, it doesn't have to be 20 minutes before. You can do it right before, you can do it 5-10 minutes before, but do it closer to your meal. And then after the meal, you obviously want to make sure you're digested, so wait about 90 minutes before you swing the kettlebell. When you swing the kettlebell, and this is very important, you want to make sure that you are staying tight and you are contracting your muscles.
Man, you are a big kangaroo.
So contracting your arm muscles, your grip, your forearms, contracting your core. When you squeeze, contracting your legs at the top. And I'll explain in a moment why this is so important, but keep in mind as you're swinging, of course you want to stay fluid, you still want to swing, but you want to contract your muscles as much as you can. So why does this work? Well, I was reading the book, The 4-Hour Body by Tim Ferriss, which if you have not checked out, has a lot of awesome concepts in there and some cool hacks. But one of the things that stood out was this idea of muscle contraction and how glucose actually responds when you contract your muscles. And so the book laid out how this type of movement brings glucose transporter type 4 to the surface of muscle cells, opening more gates for the calories to flow into. And so basically what that means is you're consuming the same amount of calories, but when you contract the muscles in this way around the meal, calories are more likely to be diverted into muscle instead of into fat. It sounds crazy. It sounds like it's a farce. It sounds like it's something that's not true, but I can tell you from reading the book, number one, Tim knows what he's talking about, but number two, and more importantly, he did his research. He contacted researchers from 3 separate continents, and truly he does know what he's talking about, and the results are very promising. And I think the cool part about this is it doesn't take 45 minutes of your time, doesn't take an hour and a half. It literally takes 2 minutes max before and after dinner, or before and after lunch, before after any time you eat, and you can see changes in your body from this. Now, it's worth mentioning, number one, this is not going to happen overnight, so this is a routine that you would choose to stick with if this is the route that you want to go. And number two, if your diet sucks and if you're not exercising any other times, is this going to be the difference between your success and failure? Probably not. I'd recommend knocking over those big dominoes first. So making sure you're eating real nutritious foods, making sure you're moving your body every single day, and ideally including some fasting. And then if you have that in place and maybe you hit a plateau or you're looking to change things up without changing up too much, this could be an awesome thing to add into your routine. So try it out. Again, it's one of those things that has a very low barrier to entry. All you need is a kettlebell and 2 minutes before and after a meal. Doesn't take a lot of energy, doesn't take a lot of time, but you just may find within a few weeks you notice a pretty big difference. So with that being said, number one, if you're looking for help losing fat, building muscle, and ditching the yo-yo diets, make sure you check the link in the description of this video. We've got a free training there for you that lays out exactly what we do with our clients and why it's so effective. And then if you are looking for added accountability, added help, we also have an opportunity there to book a call to see if working together would be a good fit. But even if you don't do that, subscribe. It's free. It makes my day. It makes your life better when you're healthier. And of course, we're putting out videos every single week, and I would love to have you as part of our community. So with that being said, I'd love if you could leave a comment if you have any questions, suggestions, anything. And of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.